Welcome to the AC 24/7 Top Story Countdown. We'll guide you through the biggest news of the day. Our focus, advocating our rights, advocating health, and advocating Earth. Here's our pick for number 4.
Sen Feinstein emerged on the national stage in 1978 after tragedy rocked San Francisco.
Mayor Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk have been shot and killed.
After the assassinations, Feinstein was sworn in as the first woman to be mayor of the city by the Bay. Mayor Feinstein quickly got the attention of the National Democratic Party, landing on a short list of VP candidates for Walter Mondale in 1984.
We will take back our unity.
Feinstein made it to Washington when she won a special election in 1992.
I won among men, I won among women, I won in every age level, I won in every ethnic group. Now what that says is that to me, the fact that I'm a woman is there, but it's incidental.
Feinstein was crucial in passing the 1994 federal ban on assault weapons.
I've seen assassination, I've seen killing, I've been a mayor, I know what these guns can do.
But Diane,
why is it every man comes before me and says, "Nice lady, you really don't know"?
She broke many barriers and was the first woman to chair the Senate Intelligence Committee. In February 2023, Feinstein announced she would not run for re-election. Her last time in the Senate was Thursday morning.
So today, we grieve. We look at that desk, and we know what we have lost. But we also give thanks.
California Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom will now appoint a lawmaker to serve out the rest of Feinstein's term. Sen Feinstein now leaves a legacy from the capital to California of uncommon generosity of spirit and resilience. In Los Angeles, I'm Mike Valerio.
TheAdvocateChannel.com looks at the world through the lens of equality and inclusion. Subscribe, like, and share now. AC 24/7's Top Story Countdown continues with our producer's pick for number 3.
House Republicans putting forth plenty of bombast.
If we had a box of all the foreign money the Bidens took, it would have reached to the ceiling.
But as Democrats noted, no new evidence.
What's missing, despite years of investigation, is the smoking gun that connects Joe Biden to his never-do-well son's corruption.
As the GOP convened its first hearing in the impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden.
Whether it was lunches, phone calls, White House meetings, or official foreign trips, Hunter Biden cashed in by arranging access to Joe Biden, the family brand.
Republicans kicking off an impeachment inquiry that's set to explore whether Joe Biden performed any official acts, traded access, or offered the perception of access in exchange for money from foreign interests to either him or his family. Also on the GOP agenda, whether Joe Biden meddled in investigations into Hunter Biden. But the GOP has not uncovered any proof Joe Biden benefited from his son Hunter Biden's overseas business deals or intervened in Hunter Biden's criminal prosecution.
In your testimony today, are you presenting any first-hand witness account of crimes committed by the President of the United States?
No, I'm not.
Even as Republicans tried to drive home claims of Biden family corruption,
Hunter Biden referred to access to his father as the keys to his family's only asset. Those words are going to come back and haunt Hunter Biden and his family forever.
Their own witnesses failed to back them up, noting that Republicans are currently operating on allegations rather than hard facts.
I do not believe that the current evidence would support articles of impeachment. That is something that an inquiry has to establish.
I am not here today to even suggest that there was corruption, fraud, or any wrongdoing. In my opinion, more information needs to be gathered and assessed before I would make such an assessment.
In a hearing that, at times, grew testy.
You keep speaking about no evidence. Why don't you all just listen and
I'm trying to introduce evidence.
You've already had your share of evidence.
Democrats ultimately slammed their colleagues for pressing ahead with an impeachment inquiry amid a looming government shutdown.
It is incredible that we are holding this sham hearing 2 days before the government will shut down.
Like the Advocate Channel on Facebook for the best way to get updates on stories that advocate for equality, justice, our rights, and more. AC 24/7 continues with today's top 2 pick.
Even as the country has spent more on healthcare than ever before, our mental health has been steadily and sadly declining for 2 decades now. When the pandemic hit, we knew its impact would extend far beyond our physical health. The virus, the isolation, the loss of loved ones. It was like throwing gas onto an already roaring flame.
I'm so concerned about our children because there is an epidemic, if you will, of mental health challenges that they've been facing.
The latest numbers, about 42% of high schoolers say they constantly feel sad or hopeless. That's up more than 50% from 1999.
We are crying, we are mourning the loss of a student, of a peer, of a best friend, of a daughter.
A recent survey found that more than 40% of undergrads have considered dropping out, largely because of mental health and emotional stress. 41% of undergrads reported overall depression, and 14% reported suicidal ideation within the past year.
When I heard about the first one, it really hit, and then another one happened, and then another one happened, and then one happened yesterday, and I just don't know what to do anymore.
While we are used to hearing from the Surgeon General about things like smoking or opioids, all the living Surgeons General have come together here at Dartmouth to take on what they say is now one of the biggest public health challenges of our time: mental health, especially among this younger generation.
And I have to look at my 3 teenagers every day and know that I'm not handing them a better world than the world that was left to me. And a lot of that is because of our failure to really focus on mental health and to do the hard things that it's going to take to actually overcome this mental health crisis that we're in.
A clarion call to hopefully protect our very future.
Follow the Advocate channel on Twitter and Instagram to stay updated on stories that matter every day. Here's our #1 story of the day. Take a look.
Washington, D.C. has until Saturday night to figure out a way to prevent the government from running out of money. And if that happens,
I think it's unlikely that a shutdown would directly push us into recession, but it is certainly not helpful.
since 1976, the U.S. has had 20 federal funding gaps. Most of them happened when one party wasn't in control of the White House, the House, and the Senate. And that's the current situation.
A government shutdown is just yet another drag on the economy because it ends up disrupting lots of supply chains and lots of services.
Another effect of a shutdown would be active military members and border control agents being forced to work without pay.
A government shutdown is a worst-case scenario for the department, so we continue to ask Congress to do its job and fund the government.
The GOP-led House passed numerous spending bills Thursday night, including one for the State Department, but none of them will avert a shutdown, and the clock is ticking.
There's people that are talking, but it's, as I stated, it's the same bunch on both sides, and until leadership wants to walk down there and talk to them, it's just not going to happen.
And both sides remain split.
The Republicans want to shut down the government because they want to cut Social Security, slash public school funding, and criminalize abortion care.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Thanks for watching the Advocate Channel's top stories. We're on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Follow, like, and share, or check out advocatechannel.com for even more stories that advocate for you.